Om Shanti. Madhuvan Murli, 2023, November 15. Today's Madhuvan Mahabhakya Essence. Sweet children, only the one Father is the blissful, one who gives blessing to all. The Father alone is called the remover of sorrow and the bestower of happiness. No one apart from Him can remove your sorrow. Today's question: there is the system of adoption on both the path of devotion and the path of knowledge. But what is the difference? Today's answer: on the path of devotion, when someone is adopted, there is the relationship of guru and disciple. A sannyasi who is adopted will call himself a follower, whereas on the path of knowledge, you are not followers or disciple. You have become children of the Father. To become a child means to have a right to the inheritance. Today's song, Salutation to Shiva. Om Shanti. Details. You children heard this song. This praise is of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul Shiva. They say salutation to Shiva. They do not say salutation to Rudra or salutation to Somnath. They say salutation to Shiva, and He is the one who is praised a lot. Salutation to Shiva means to the Father. The name of God, the Father, is Shiva. He is incorporeal. Who said, "O God, the Father"? The soul said it when a soul simply say, "O Father." That refers to a physical father. The expression, "O God, the Father," refers to the spiritual father. This matter have to be understood. Deities are called those with divine intellect. The deities were the master of the world. Now no one is a master. No one is the Lord or master of Bharat. A king is called the father of the waster of food, the provider. There are now no kings. So who said salutation to Shiva? How can you tell that one is the Father? There are so many Brahmakumar and Kumari. They become the grandchildren of Shiv Baba. He adopted them through Brahma. They all say, "We are Brahmakumar and Kumari." Acha, whose child is Brahma? Shiva's. Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar, all three are children of Shiva. Shiv Baba is God, the highest and high, the one who resides in the incorporeal world. Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar are residents of the subtle region. Okay, so how was the human world created? He says, according to the drama, I enter the ordinary body of Brahma and make him the father of people, Prajapita. I have to enter the one who is given the name Brahma. His name changed after he has been adopted. Even sannyasis have their names changed. They first take birth to householders and then, according to their sanskars, they read the scriptures, etc. in their childhood, and then they have this interest. They then go to a sannyasi and are adopted there. They would say, "This one is my guru." They would not call him their father. They become disciple or follower of the guru. The guru adopts the disciple and say, "You are my disciple or my followers." This father says, "You are my children. You souls have been calling out to the Father, 'Oh, on the path of devotion, because there is a lot of sorrow here. There is a lot of crying out in distress. The purified Father is only the one. Souls salute incorporeal Shiva. The Father always exists. It is to God, the Father, that they sing. You are the mother and you are the father. Since there is the father, the mother is also definitely needed. There cannot be creation without the mother and father. The father definitely has to come to the children. To know how the world cycle repeats and to know its beginning, middle and end is to become Trikaldarshi. There are millions of actors and each one's part is his one. This drama is unlimited. The Father says, I am the creator, director and principal actor. I am acting. I not. My soul is called the Supreme. The form of each soul and the form of the Supreme Soul are the same. In fact, a soul is just a point. The soul, the star, resides in the center of the forehead. It is extremely subtle. It cannot be seen. A soul is subtle and the Father of souls is also subtle. The Father explains, you soul are like point. I Shiva, I am also like a point. However, I am the supreme creator and director. I am the ocean of knowledge. I have the knowledge of the beginning, the middle and the end of the world. I am knowledgeful and blissful. I give blessing to everyone. I take everyone into salvation. Only the one Father is the remover of sorrow and the bester of happiness. No one is unhappy in the golden age. It is the kingdom of only Lakshmi and Narayan. The Father explains, I am the seed of the human world tree. For instance, there is a mango tree that has a non-living seed, so that would not speak. If it were living, it would say the branches, twig, leaves, etc. emerge from me, the seed. This one is living and that is called the kalpa tree. The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is the seed of the human world tree. The Father says, I myself come and explain the knowledge of it to everyone. I make you children constantly happy. It is Maya that makes you unhappy. The path of devotion has to end. The drama cycle definitely has to turn. This is the history and geography of the unlimited world. The cycle continues to turn. The iron age has to change into the golden age. There is just the one world. God, the Father, is one. He has no father. He is also the teacher and is teaching you. God speaks. I teach you Raj Yoga. People do not know the mother and father. You children know that you are the incorporeal children of incorporeal Shiv Baba. You are then also the children of corporeal Brahma. All the incorporeal children are brothers and all the children of Brahma are brother and sister. This is the way to remain pure. How can brothers and sisters include in vice? It is vice that start a fire. Is it not? It is said, the fire of lust. The Father shows you the way to remain safe from that. Firstly, the attainment here is very high. If we follow the Father's Srimad, we will receive the inheritance from the unlimited Father. Only by having remembrance do we become very healthy. The yoga of ancient Bharat is very well known. The father says, by continually remembering me, you will become pure and your sins will be absolved. If you set your body in remembrance of the Father, you will come to me. This whole world is to end. This is the same Mahabharat war. There will be victory for those who belong to the Father. A kingdom is being established. God is teaching Raj Yoga for you to become the master of heaven. Then Maya Ravan makes you into the master of hell. It is as though you receive that cures. The Father says, beloved children, may you become residents of heaven by following my direction. Then when the kingdom of Ravan begins, Ravan says, O children of God, may you become residents of hell. Heaven definitely has to come after hell. This is hell, is it not? There is so much violence everywhere. There is no fighting or quarreling in the golden age. Bharat itself was heaven. There were no other kingdoms. Now that Bharat is hell, there are innumerable religions. It is remembered that I have to come to destroy the many religions and establish the one religion. I only incarnate once. The Father has to come into the impure world. He comes when the old world has to end. War is also needed for that. The Father says, sweet children, you came bodiless and you have now completed your part of 84 birth. You now have to return home. I make you pure from impure and take you back home. In 5,000 years, the deity soul take 84 birth. There is an account. Not everyone will take 84 birth. The Father says, remember me and claim your inheritance. Let the word cycle turn around in your intellect. We are actors. As an actor, if you do not know the creator, director and principal actor of the drama, you are senseless. Bharat has become so poverty-stricken through this. The Father comes and makes it solvent. The Father explains, you people of Bharat were in heaven and you definitely had to take 84 births. Your 84 births have now ended. Just this last birth now remains. God speaks. The God of everyone is one. None of those of all the other religions would accept Krishna as God. They would only accept the incorporeal one. He is the Father of all souls. He says, I come at the end of the many births of this one and enter him. When the kingdom has been established, destruction begins and I go back home. This is a very great sacrificial fire. All the other sacrificial fires are to be sacrificed into this one. The rubbish of the whole world falls into this one and then no other sacrificial fire are created. The path of devotion comes to an end after the golden and silver age. Devotion then begins. Devotion is now coming to an end. So all of this is the praise of Shiv Baba. They have given him so many names and yet they do not know anything. This one is Shiva and he is then also called Rudra. Somnath and Babulnath, one who changed throne into flowers. They have given many names to the one. He was given a name according to the service he did. It is those who are pure who are praised. Impure one praise the pure. Everyone bows their head to Kumaris. You Brahmakumar and Kumari are uplifting Bharat. You have to become pure and claim your inheritance of the pure world from the Father. While living at home with your family, you have to remain pure. This requires effort. Lust is the greatest enemy. When they cannot stay without vice, they begin to beat them. Innocent ones are assaulted in the sacrificial fire of Rudra. When the unobscene of those who assault the innocent one becomes full, destruction takes place. There are many daughters who have never seen Baba, and they write, Baba, I know you. I will definitely become pure in order to claim my inheritance from you. The Father explains, you have been studying the scripture and going on the physical pilgrimage of the path of devotion. You now have to return home. Therefore have yoga with me. Break away from everyone else and connect yourself to me alone, and I will take you back with me and then send you to heaven. That is a land of peace. Souls do not speak there. The golden age is a land of happiness, and this is a land of sorrow. Now, while living in this land of sorrow, you have to remember that land of peace and the land of happiness, and you will then go to heaven. You have taken 84 baths. The cycle of the clan continues to turn. First is the top knot of Brahmins, then the deity clan, and then the warrior clan. You play a game of some saluting. We will now become deity from Brahmins. This cycle continues to turn. By knowing it, you become rulers of the globe. You need the unlimited inheritance from the unlimited Father. Therefore, you definitely have to follow the Father's direction. You explain that the incorporeal Supreme Soul has come and entered this corporeal body. When we souls are incorporeal, we reside up there. The sun and moon are the lights. This is called an unlimited day and night. The golden and silver age are the day, and the copper and iron age are the night. The Father comes and shows you the path to salvation. You receive such a good explanation. There is happiness in the golden age, and then that continues to decrease little by little. In the golden age, it is 16 celestial degree, and then 14 in the silver age. All of these matters have to be understood. Ultimately, death never takes place there. There is nothing to cry or fight about there. Everything depends on how you study. It is only by studying this that you can change from human being into deities. God is teaching us to make us into gods and goddesses. Those study are worth only a few pennies. This study is worth diamonds. It is just a matter of becoming pure in this final birth. This Raj Yoga is the easiest of all. To study to become a barrister, etc., is not as easy. Here, by remembering the Father and the cycle, you become ruler of the globe. If you do not know the Father, you do not know anything. The Father himself does not become the master of the world. He makes you children that. Shiv Baba says, the Brahma will become the emperor. I do not become that. I sit in the land of nirvana. I make you children into the master of the world. Only the incorporeal Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, can do true altruistic service. Human beings cannot do that. By finding God, you become the masters of the whole world. You become the master of the earth and the sky, etc. The deities were the master of the world, were they not? There are now so many partitions. The Father now says, I made you into the master of the world. Only you existed in heaven. Bharat was the master of the world. It has now become poverty-stricken. Bharat once again becomes the master of the world through you, Mother. The majority is of Mother, and this is why it is said salutation to the Mother. There is a short time remaining and there is no guarantee for your bodies. Everyone has to die. It is now the stage of retirement for everyone. Everyone has to return home. God is teaching us this. He is called knowledgeful, peaceful, and blissful. He is the one who makes us full of all virtues. 16 celestial degrees fully pure. Acha? To the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning number-wise, according to the effort you make from the Mother, the Father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children. We should say to the sweet children, sweet father, namaste, shukriya, shukriya, shukriya. Om Shanti. Essence for Dharana. Number 1. This study makes you become like a diamond. Therefore, study well. Break away from everyone else and connect yourself to the one alone. Number 2. Follow Srimad and claim your full inheritance of heaven. While walking and moving along, continue to spin the discus of self-realization. Today's blessing. May you do service as a trustee by renouncing any consciousness of mind and become a constantly contented soul. Details. While living with your family and doing service, always remember, I am a trustee. I am a server. When you do not have any consciousness of mind while doing service, you can become content. When there is some consciousness of mind, you get disturbed and think, my child does this. When there is the consciousness of mind, you get disturbed. Whereas when you have the consciousness of yours, tera, yours, you are able to swim. Terna, to swim across. To say yours means to be in your self-respect, and to say mine means to have arrogance. Today's slogan. Remain aware of the Father and His Srimad with your intellect at every moment, and you will then be called a soul who is surrendered with his heart. Om Shanti. Sweet Shiv Baba. Shukriya, Shukriya, Shukriya.